Hey guys, George MGR Performance. Quick video because I've done so many of these. Anytime you buy Jezo, TND, Crower, whatever, anything, that has to do with this kind of setup, I like to do a dry run, put the camshaft in, put it on the base of the cam, so it's at zero lift right now, top dead center, to kind of measure from my push rod length to get a rough idea. I got a head gasket in, and I'm still not where I need to be. I need to shim it up a little bit, but I'm already running into a problem, which I was expecting anyways. As you can see here, it's very, very close. And here also is very, very close. So I need to come up about 40 thousandths here, so that's gonna make our problem even worse. So I'm gonna have to engrave one exhaust, one intake. I have to engrave one by one, and here I have to make a template, and then we're gonna have to machine this about 150 thou in all the way down. This is just a little bit of the hours and hours and hours it takes to set up this stuff. And once I'm completely assembled, right now I'm just doing a dry run. Once I have my crank in and everything adjusted, my head gasket, which is the same size as this one, that's when I'm gonna final measure for my push rod. But I already knew that I'm gonna run into some kind of a problem like this. So we need to machine the heads straight down this way. We're gonna go in about 100, maybe an eighth of an inch. We're gonna go in straight down on the milling machine, and I'm gonna measure my thickness here and try and make this more flat, this section here, because this was running with a different rocker setup. Now with this new rocker setup, it just created more work, which is okay because this is top of the line. This is what we need for what we're doing, and we need to make it right. So just a little video of how many, this a small fraction of what it takes to build anything to this caliber. It's a lot of work. So just engraving all of them, putting one by one, and seeing exactly where we need to machine everything, I got for about 3-4 hours of work there. And then actually the client of this engine, he's a machinist for the last 30 something years. He's got a huge machine shop, 4 or 5 axis CNC machines. He's got everything. So he's gonna end up doing all that. I just gotta mark everything down the way I want it. He's gonna come here tomorrow so I can explain to him exactly what I want to be done. And he's got all the equipment in the world to do what I want him to do over here. And I would like to put bigger push rods, but we definitely do not have the room to put bigger push rods. So we're gonna stay with 3/8. That used to be 80 thou wall. I'm gonna try to go with trend 165 or 135, 165 wall. In 165, I prefer that. And this just, I already knew that I've done so many of that. Nothing ever fits. I don't care if you're paying $3,000, $4,000. You have to make everything fit. So knowing that, first thing I did, head gaskets. I put myself 3 bolts. I put the bolts on the exhaust. Clamped it down so I can do a dry run to see where I'm at. And as expected, I ran into this problem. You see? On this side, it barely clears, but don't forget, I'm a little bit too much front here. I need to go just a touch back, so this has to come up about 30 thousandths, and then I put dye onto the top of the stem of the valve. I rotate the engine 1-2 times, take out the rockers, and you want to have a fine line dead center. So just by looking at it after all these years I've been doing this, I need to go a bit here, so that needs to come up. And when this comes up, this gets pushed over more. So we definitely need to make quite a bit of room over here. George MGR Performance, just another day trying to make things right. Hit a like, subscribe. 3rd video today. Hope you enjoy my videos. A lot more technical things coming up. I already know where I'm at right here, so I'm stopping this way, putting it on the side. Next step, I gotta take all the rods out of the box, but I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I want everything to have room temperature over here, because with the delivery, you know, it's winter here, like everywhere else. It's minus 10 Celsius outside, it's cold. So I want the metal to take temp like I have in my engine assembly room. I have it at 16 or 16.5 Celsius. So tomorrow I'm gonna take my dull bore gauge and I'm gonna check all the housings, then put my bearings inside, re-torque them, make sure I get the correct stretch, because this here, as all the companies, they say 80 pounds between 5.5 and 6.5. Well, 5.5 and 6.5 could equal to 10 to 15 pounds more torque. So I start with a minimum. I like to be somewhere in between. Like if I get 5.5 to 6, I'm good. I don't want to push the bolt any more than I need to. So I personally think to get my stretch that I need to get these numbers with an ARP 2000 bolt, I gotta be around 84 to 86 pounds of torque, which the way I do it, I go 25 pounds, then I go 85 pounds. So kind of like an angle torque. George MGR Performance, I'm really excited about this combination. It's gonna do really well. And I'll show you guys step by step what's involved to build an engine that's going to make 2,000 horsepower, small block, and turn 8,800 RPMs and stay together for pass after pass, pass after pass. Thanks for watching. Hit a like, subscribe, and I keep on making these videos. Have a great day.